just yet.
Oh man. Okay. Well, that's what
Crazy.
That's all we're gonna do for the next month and a half is talk about that idiot, and I'm just angry. Like,
Well, definitely. I mean, at least Antonio hears from him. And even when you hear from him, he like that was such a Mike Tomlin interview he did because he said literally nothing. And I don't know what he said. It was just like it's like, no, I want to be somewhere. I just want to win. Doesn't matter where. It's like okay, thanks for clearing that up.
yeah. I
You
mean,
don't want to be here. I mean, if he said he wants to be, it doesn't matter where it's at. Then does that mean he's okay staying here? He doesn't want to at all. I mean, it's just insanity.
oh, he didn't know where he was at when he was doing that interview.
I know, that's true. He's like, where am I now?
Yeah.
I'll play here. Okay.
Oh, I mean, that's the stuff that college kids everywhere dream of. I mean, whatever he got his hands on.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, so I think there's a game this weekend.
I believe so.
I have a bad feeling. That New England's going to win.
Man, this is the hardest game to pick handicap all year.
From what I understand, there's a ton of money on I think it's between 60 and 80% are betting on New England.
Listen, the public money is flowing in on the New England Patriots. You know, William Hill Sportsbook, they said 97% of the money, like 2 days ago, as of 2 days ago, was on the Patriots, which is a number that I find it very hard to believe. But, I mean, man, people are tossing money around on the Pats. It's very scary because the public is like 2-26 in the last Super Bowl, in the last 28 Super Bowls.
Oh, really? So
the public doesn't do well.
But the thing is, Vegas doesn't want that. Vegas wants 50-50, right? They want half the public to bet one way and half the other way, right?
Probably the safest they would want it to be that way, I would think.
I mean,
I don't think they want it to be lopsided, right? I mean, because what if the other team ends up winning?
I mean, this, you know, it's weird on this one. You know, I feel like what they don't want is a Patriots 3-point win. I think that's 100% what they don't want, because you can't find the Ram, you know, you can't really find any lines that are going to help Vegas out, in my opinion.
Well, right now, from what I understand, the line opened at Patriots 1.5 with the over/under 58, and now the line is Patriots by 2.5 with the over/under 56. So that means a lot of people are betting the Patriots and the under.
Yeah, they're betting that under down.
And I'm guessing there's still a lot of betting to be done this weekend. So,
well, yeah, I mean, that's when the most of the money is going to come in. Yeah, from you know, tomorrow until kickoff is when the majority of that money is going to go in, and that's why, to be honest, I haven't even bet aside yet, because I'm going to wait and try to sneak in and get the Rams at +3 instead of +2.5. Because I think that's, you know, by kickoff on Sunday, I think that's where it's going to be. I do have my prop bets in, which I love.
Gotta have those.
What kind of prop bets do you have?
You know, it's funny because everybody talks about prop bets, you know, Super Bowl Sunday, and I love those during the season. I feel like there was like a 5-week stretch where the over-under on Antonio Brown's receptions for a game was set at 6.5, and I think I rode that for like 4 or 5 weeks during the course of the season. But everybody loves the high payout, like there'll be a safety in the game, some crazy player to score a touchdown.
Oh, okay.
I
like a
definitely
fullback or something.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny because it's funny you say that, Mark, because I think that is a great bet because these are two crazy coaches, like kind of like
Yeah.
new school coaches.
Yeah, like they'll use anybody or whatever in a
So like, what's that?
even play.
I definitely have a little action on what's that dude's name? James Devlin, the fullback
Yeah.
from the Patriots to score a touchdown. Um, you know, I definitely think there'll be a 2-point conversion attempted. That's one of the prop bets
Okay.
that I like because I mean,
Yeah.
McVay, Belichick, they're bound to 2-point conversion. Aretha Franklin under on the national anthem. I'll give you guys a one of the goofy ones. But I got a million prop bets that I'm in on. I love them.
What do you have? Do you have one for who's going to score first?
You know what? I do have Tom Brady to score the first Patriots touchdown because it's like plus 4,000. So I'm hoping.
Geez.
I have him and I have Sony Michelle. So I'm feeling like either Michelle punches it in or they get some crazy or I'm hoping they get some crazy penalty, and it ends up at the goal line and they let Brady punch it in and spike that.
You could bet which team will use the coach's challenge first.
Oh, it's amazing. You can how much stuff you can bet.
Total touchdowns by both teams. I think right now the over/under is 6.5.
I mean, there are some big odds that type of player props that I bet, like James White over 2.5 touchdowns. Maybe he has just a huge game. Todd Gurley, I threw a little money on him getting the MVP. He's one of the guys I threw a little money on. Him over 2.5 touchdowns is a nice little payout, stuff like that. Oh, I have C.J. Anderson to score the first touchdown for the Rams, just because
nice.
I can see that story where he punches in the first touchdown and they're talking about he was sitting on the couch
he wasn't
3
playing
weeks
all
ago.
year.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the most important thing that I need all of your analysis on. Will Adam Levine be wearing a hat at the start of the halftime show?
You know what? I'm going to go with no. And can you? What is there any type of bet for the first song that they will sing?
You are correct. That is a bet.
Give me the prop on that.
Okay, so right now the odds on favorite is either what is it? It's oh God, there's no real. There's all makes me wonder whatever the heck that is the favorite.
No, give me hold on. I know I have.
It's like if you hear them, you might know them.
Do you want to know the crazy thing is I can't remember the song, but I have this song written down. It's like, is there a song called For Lovers something? Listen, the past 30 some times they've opened with the same song in their sets, and it's not that.
Is it This Love?
Oh, what is that song? Man, I have it written down and I don't even know where it's at.
Okay, Coach, I'm checking you into a facility. If you are researching Maroon 5 concerts,
their set list,
you have gone over the edge.
This is Super Bowl prop betting time. We are researching Maroon 5 set list because
gambling problem.
We are trying to win the public. We are trying to win our listeners the cash.
This is the definition of a gambling problem, right here. If you force yourself to listen to Maroon 5 songs, just check yourself into put a straitjacket on yourself. This is serious stuff.
Hey, listen, I may have a problem.
I would rather be tackled by Aaron Donald 100 times than listen to any Maroon
Lovers 5. Do. Listen, throw all your money on Maroon 5, What Lovers Do.
1 second.
To be the opening song at halftime.
Listen,
that's not even a guess.
Oh my goodness.
It's not even a guess. Wow. I guess that. Well, if they only play probably 3 or 4 songs, they're probably going to play their. I don't know if that's a hit or not, or would be considered a hit compared to some of the other ones. Like
now, unless the set list leaked, then that's the set list. Then I'm out of luck.
Okay, how about Tom Brady passing yards over? Right now, it's over under 300.5.
I like that going over just because I like the overs in literally every Tom Brady passing category because I think they're going to be playing from behind. He may not throw a bunch of touchdowns, but I think the receiving yards are going to add up.
How about over under on the game? Right now it's 56. I mean, my score, my prediction is Patriots 24-20. So that would be way under.
Yeah, you know what? It's weird. It's weird. I definitely like the first half to go the under, but man, I mean, I know that's a huge prop bet that the second half's going to be the higher scoring half, and
the fourth quarter,
all playoffs it's been like that. A lot of games have been kind of boring and slow the first half, then second half they just ramp it up.
Yeah, I mean, this over under is very weird to me because I feel like this is two teams that are going to control, like especially the Patriots. Like if they get the ball first, I think they're just going to try to run the football and bleed like 7-8 minutes off that first quarter. Like that's what makes me think that this is going to go under, and this is going to be like like a 28-24 game type of game or something.
Yeah,
it'd be an interesting matchup. That they're the Rams front defense against the running game of the Patriots.
Another prop that I like that everybody I feel like loves the over is the 3.5 total team sacks for the Rams. I feel like everybody's getting into this big notion that Aaron Donald's going to have 5,000 sacks. I think it's tough to sack Brady. I think he gets it out quick. I think the Rams are. I'm gonna go under, even though I feel like a lot of people are betting the over, and I think the Rams are only going to get like 3 sacks.
Even if they get 3, that's pretty good against Brady, but that's under the 3.5. So
exactly.
I'd probably
go
think that's under.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, that's to me, that's the key matchup is, are they going to be able to stop Aaron Donald? And what some people are predicting Aaron Donald to have a bunch of sacks, but if they could contain Aaron Donald, which I mean, they've had 2 weeks to figure out how to do it. Belichick probably will find a way. That's not a good thing for the Rams.
Yeah, and I think I think it's not necessarily gonna reflect their how great of a game they have by their sack totals, because I think a lot's gonna be like them hitting Brady's arm or them just
at least get into him because he gets rid of the ball so fast that you don't even have to necessarily contain Donald. You just gotta get rid of the ball quick enough. So they're probably going to be doing a lot of short strike passes to avoid that. But the key for the Rams is hit them every chance you get. Get them, make them uncomfortable, make them not want to do that, to take those hits.
Okay, the other one is Gronk. Over under on yards is, where are you? 56.5.
It's weird. I think it's either going to be one of the two absolute polar extremes. Like either Gronk
he's going to blow up,
he's going to have a monster game and he's going to win MVP, or he's just going to be non-existent. I know one of the ways I was thinking about going was betting every Gronk under and thinking he's just going to be non-existent. Gronk under receiving yards, Gronk under reception.
Wow.
The last half of the season, he's kind of been underwhelming for sure. I mean,
I think it's going to be a big
James
White Burkhead game.
What's that?
I think it's going to be a big James White, Rex Burkhead, that type of game.
Yeah, they'll use him as a decoy because he still has that ability. Like at the end of last game, he made a big catch late, even though he had like 2 or 3 catches in the game. He's
Okay,
still a target.
what about Todd Gurley? His over under rushing yards is 63.5.
Man, I was just talking